And we don't have anyone skipping anywhere. Okay, Fnatic on defense, RRQ on attack.
They are that first seed comes with a lot of expectation. They need to live up to it now. Starting out on the attacking side, of course, Fnatic on the defense.
Okay, looks like Boast is still going for the lowest. Oh, he's gone for a higher smoke this time. Interesting. He was doing the lower smoke. Maybe he feels like it could be antied a little bit by spamming, or that he plays behind it too much.
Oh, but it's
This is a shock to try and get the camera.
But I
It's
like
funny.
this. I like what we're seeing, kind of drawing this eye
Okay,
towards B, trying
big
to draw
B
this, but if
hit
anything,
with the
he's now
double
gonna draw with
duelist,
the
and then you
big
got a
ball.
TP over towards long, and he takes the
Shield, but he
TP.
doesn't save you now.
Oh
Just
my!
did.
Did they not hear it?
Surprise appearance
I
behind
think they heard
by
it.
Poster. Clears all three. It's beautiful work from RRQ.
Absolutely gorgeous from their side, getting all of that attention, all those eyes on to B, so to have that beautiful draw.
That's a nice,
Fnatic to have a response, put in
nice
some pressure
pistol from
somewhere else
them.
in the map. If you have three
Camera
people
clear.
defending on A,
Wall goes up, fake the B, hit late hit over towards A.
And I love that. Whether or not they were aware of how well they manipulated Fnatic wanted to take back space, it worked perfectly with that pressure on B. Now, can they close this out cleanly? Chronicle and Crashies to try and mount some sort of resistance. Not looking likely. Last now, Crashies, a 1v5 asked. And I think we know the answer. And it's Crazy Guy to close. That is exactly what the doctor ordered for RRQ. A flawless beginning in map 2.
the resurgence for this team still has to begin on this second map. It would be the first map win in the tournament. So starting like
yeah,
this
can
was
I?
such
I'll do a
beautiful
video
play, such
eventually
a
on it.
good read
It
from
might
the
take me
side
like
of
half a year
Fnatic,
though.
reinforcing Kayak not playing alone, getting that tail and reacting to it instantly. Clean round for them.
It's like whenever
We know that
the
the
time is good,
defensive
we'll do it.
50s.
It's not a good time for it yet.
Just keep it clean, right? This has to
Okay,
be a
we got
really
the
methodical
Outlaw,
build back up for
and
RRQ.
everyone can get one shot, and they are allowed
gonna
2 deaths
make
on
a
this
bit
one.
of
Fnatic for the
a
eco,
well,
5
like,
passing
why
over
not?
towards
Moving
middle,
on.
camera info
It's the sheriff in the hands of Alpha
over
that we've
towards
gotta
here,
keep
and
an eye on, and I
I'm
do
not
wanna
even sure if this sees
check-
garage. Maybe it does.
Ooh, actually didn't get the full information at all. A lot more players.
could get a little
than I
scary.
expected. You can see the
Oh, it's gonna get
surprise on
scary,
their
right?
faces. Crazy Guy doesn't matter. Monyet looks lethal. Already flying back in here. They're dealing with it well.
Okay,
No
not
threats
even
to
worried
the
on
ground.
this.
Is out for the last one
Not
alive.
even worried.
And he's not in the action. You can
Yeah,
see him
and they
trying
lost the
find
2 deaths that they're allowed to
slowing
lose.
it
Anything
down.
else is
Now, at this point, they were still
damage.
Fine. They haven't lost
Ooh,
out
they go
too
to
much.
him.
It was a couple of pistols here and there, but these
And
remaining
he tucks
weapons
in.
they'd
Ah, I
love
thought he's
to
going to
keep.
tuck in.
Alpha. Oh my God, it's good on one, but
It's great damage.
not
They got that gun
good
out of
enough
them.
on the rest. RRQ.
I was gonna say, yeah.
First test.
A lot of classics coming in from Fnatic, just that one sheriff. I think it's a very, very fair trade. This is also one of the reasons why we're so excited to get onto Haven, seeing Monyet on the duelist.
Lovely.
I expected a different one, but I'm going to take the Neon. If it means this kind of reaction, this being fast, being on the game, all eyes on, I am so for it.
But we saw this before. We saw this on Lotus. The first 2
Okay,
rounds are picked up by
have a
RRQ, and
supportive
they ended
flash
up
to
with
swing out
5
towards
in
here in
the
case they
end.
want to
So
duel over towards
this would
A
be
long.
where we start to build in. This would be game
Double
on.
damage goes in.
See
Normally
the
when the double
early
damage goes in, you
beginnings
know
of
that they're
Monyet.
fighting,
Look
especially when it
hungry.
comes from
Already
this
starting to try and
angle.
take that space.
You should,
Cut
like
out the
there's
chest a
3
bit,
ways of
but
doing the
it's
double
Kayak to win out
damage,
this
and
fight.
depending
So
on the angle that it
backs
comes
away,
from, they're
job
normally
done. That's a
fighting you.
tick in the box for him.
Right, if it's this one over
Still
towards site more,
for you
they normally have
in
some kind of
position
3-4
in case
person
RRQ
setup to
still
fight.
wants to go for this A hit.
So I don't know how much
But I
RRQ's
like
looked
the
into it.
proactivity elsewhere
It
on
is
the
a
map
bit of a
for Fnatic
tell.
to do this mid-walk. It's a bit audacious in a 5v4. You don't need
I like it from
necessarily,
Fnatic though.
but I
Early
like
on,
it.
they want to make sure that
Jemkin
they
want to be
show them they
tested
can't take
now.
A
Is he
control.
up for it? He is. Clears Kayak. This is good. This is heads-up work.
It's
Now
not
they
the
can
first time
pause
that
for a
Fnatic
second.
goes for this.
No, it's certainly not. They can pause. They can slow things down for a sec here. They have got a nice 4v4. They've now shown presence across the map. This keeps Fnatic wanting
Very
that
nice,
back,
and they
but the
don't have
freeze
to do
doesn't
anything
work.
else on top of
Crazy
this.
Guy just maybe eyes off the prize for a moment and gets punished.
Feels like he has a timing, had the footsteps, had the jump peek.
Xfero to go for his own wonder, but Alpha's no slouch in this. He's already on the case. Maybe not clean on the first attempt, but there does open up a chance for a trade. This now feels a bit scrappy. Individual near on.
Wow,
but
what a
clear
round from you.
Sight is a clear sight. Kushi's done well on this. Tap on the spike, but Bosa's not going to disrespect the dart. He's going to wait it out a moment. Has to wait a couple more for Chronicle to get closer.
He's going to take a small peek, going to force out that drone. He's going to be spotted, but
They
as you
still
say,
don't know where the
Chronicle's just
Cypher is
joining
yet.
the fight. 2v2 situation.
They hear the steps as well. Jemkin going to be blinded. Now it's game on. Kushi forced to swing.
Oh, really
Punishes!
nice
It's
round, man.
dreamy
Really, really nice
from
rounds.
Kushi. Conversion
Okay, pistol into a bonus as well, force him down to an eco. They can get those ults closer, get the money good. That was very nice from him. I'm surprised he got this kill back sight, to be honest. Not this one, the next one. That's fast.
That presence on mid that he did not only show at the beginning of the round yesterday, but also in that position beneath the window, finding that kill, just forcing Fnatic to keep clearing. We know that they've been very insistent in keeping and retaking that A control. Cushy as well, seeing him on the Soba, he's been so good this tournament.
So good. A standout in what was a bleak beginning for RRQ. He was the one who picked up the pace. Speaking of pace, Monyet back to business.
Yeah, the problem with this for Boaster is just becomes too telling. I was talking about this on mini stream a little bit, just in chat, because we used to use this smoke on B on Ascent in Afterplant, but we couldn't use it consistently just purely because it just gets spammed.
No, he did not.
So I don't think those plays work. It's pretty much good for like a one and done. Maybe bring it out for a long time if it hasn't been seen. But
see him having an off game. This is a chance to make up for it, but a slowish start, 2 to 3, not exactly the worst in the world, but again, you hold it to a high standard.
It's an eco though, yeah. It's worth an attempt, but again, I don't think it will.
Shouldn't be the one that they get too much of a fight back on.
It's there's a reason people don't do it. There's a reason like we didn't do it consistently.
Would you consider that a silly mistake?
I mean, Kayak hitting that shot, it just feels like it's a Kayak moment. But
they get over towards side. There is a camera over towards long that can kind of clear this, or at least check out numbers. They throw Jemkin the ult, trying to plan ahead a little bit. Get a kill. Definitely got to focus on Alpha on this one. Still has shield, has the hero done.
Jemkin is the one who's probably going to receive the vast majority of Fnatic's attention. First player swings off the back of the clone, but now Monyet there to support, slows down the tempo. Crazy Guy going to try and disconnect away towards long as well.
Yeah, this is smart from RRQ as well. They play down towards long. They realize that they got rid of the vision block as well in terms of Boaster, so they can actually just play heavier down towards here.
Being held by Xfero as well. He wants to keep it at arm's length.
So it's heavy down towards here, all four.
Back and forth, but again for Kayak, it's okay, that's a shot. But
they should still be okay.
Down to the 3v3, but time is going to start ticking here. They still have the smoke towards the spike. He's still got one. Yeah, beaming him down. This guy's aim is nothing to be underestimated, as Chronicle is a formality.
I really like the call from RRQ here. Like this call that they did here. If the Omen's still alive, it's the wrong call. If the Omen's alive, wait. If the Omen's alive, it's the wrong call. If Omen's dead, it's the right call.
Fnatic back on track and to get some money in. But if Monyet and Jenkin keep finding the effect that they are, same goes for Cushy.
We're back, boys. Let's play the game.
They could actually be very
bad.
I don't disagree. You're starting to see them firing as well, right? You're seeing individuals
in the way that you're doing
Boaster gets the op out. Gets some smoke over towards A. Looks like they want to go heavy over towards A again. Still no ISO. No ISO double damage on this one. Speaking of ISO, one away from an ult. We've got a lot of ults for this, right? Especially considering the rounds, you should see everyone wanting to use their ults into this. And not giving Alpha a kill is definitely something that they want to do here. Bit of pressure over towards A, drones re-clear over towards A.
Hearing them already back away is pretty good, and I don't think the outdrone actually managed to press that corner, but Monyet's got two players.
Okay, Monyet goes for the fake over towards B, but they have the TP over towards A, which just got shot. So then now they have the backup plan, but that's a spike. Oh, they messed up a little bit.
It's clean. The spike does go down. That's a big bit of info.
I like how proactive Fnatic were on this one.
I'm a little bit baffled by this one. Jemkin almost over-succeeding here, pulling the players away, and now they want to make the most of that.
4v3, Boaster now peeking onto C with that operator.
Nice shot.
Ooh, Kron, that was kind of nasty. Boaster.
What?
Shot goes astray. Well, that was his all day, not to be.
Yeah, kind of looked on.
But
maybe a bit to the right.
These are the rounds that can break the spirits if you lose them.
Cage triggered.
How can they?
Is going to go down.
Jemkin goes walking. I quite like this. He's got to get proactive. They need to get a kill. Yeah, he's been spotted. This would be a miracle if he even survives. He does get down.
He did good to get one.
Okay,
about damage.
Noting out Xfero. Swings in.
Not that much, just an armor.
Clear the site. 3
okay, this was, so the overall strat from RRQ, it looks pretty good. The only reason that it kind of fell apart and didn't look great was just because of how proactive Fnatic were. If they held passive over towards A, they don't see this TP, they don't get any of these kills, and they got the fake C with the ult going on. So it was very nice from Fnatic being proactive here.
side of the map. If you do not like it, you go back, rearrange with the rest of your team,
Wait, what?
and just go
I
on
was
a
so
very
far behind.
hard execute somewhere else in the map.
It'll take a
Fnatic,
while
they find
to
their foot in a little bit just for this round.
Now, historically, Alpha, when you're talking numerics with his ultimate, was very, very good. He
a little
seemed to
confused, but
always
it's all
get
good.
that. But it has not been a good couple of days for him. He's had a hard couple of performances as of late here. Again, this became the Fnatic comp, right? So people started to read into it well. How do RRQ keep this in mind? Kayak's got his as well to throw into the
Okay, you
mix.
see the double damage. This time they don't fight with it, or at least the cancel is done early on.
And it doesn't look like a sickly stopping either.
Yeah,
He
and
is
Alpha's
up to
not
the
in a
races.
position to use his ult, and they didn't. Oh, they did check it. He came up on minimap.
Called out RRQ are bounding into the site. Crashes left isolated, he's in trouble because look who's hunting him
Together,
down.
boys.
Does well on one, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, this is unreal. And again, Bosa needs to start landing these. He's got to start landing these.
Very nice.
Just taking away Kayak. It's time to save. You're going to be walking away with
Yeah,
that.
I like this as well from RRQ. It's
credits in the back
something
for him.
that
The tempo that
I honestly
RRQ
think
are
some teams
playing
can lean
with
into
is
more,
just
right? You
gorgeous,
play against an
Vega.
op, you just go
I love
fast.
But it is so
This is pretty
necessary
much
for
all
them.
we used to
They've
do
been
against
struggling
ops.
so much.
There
You
it
go
is.
against an op, you either overwhelm the op or you have an op for a retake. It's just not good in both of those situations. I like this. I like this change of pace from RRQ, and they're just doing it purely because they know the op is in play.
Okay, let's freaking go. We have two duelists. All of this. Alpha not shooting when he saw Monia walking in, just trying to work with that trigger discipline. We see all of the tells.
And I have to point out Xfero here. For me, yes, obviously, Monyet looks super explosive, exciting, taking the space, all of this sort of stuff, yes. But Xfero is still
Okay,
checking
timeout.
that cubby, still checking that corner. Great
second
Maybe they're going to
laser,
change up their
Yes,
plans. A lot of
Monyet's
focus on
nothing
A at the
without
moment,
him.
going aggro.
Correct, and that great spacing, even clearing back towards quad as well. It's so nice seeing this. It feels like they've suddenly got confidence after a map one that felt lacking, I think is the best, fairest way to put it. But this is the team that scares people, right? They can shoot so damn well. Jemkin's on 8-1. Easy to miss when you've got Monyet flying into the site. But this guy is right there. It's cost Fnatic an early time out here. Round 7, they think, right, coming into this, we kind of need to slow them
Get the
down.
op out,
We've got
maybe?
a bit of a weird buy, but we've got plenty of ults.
Exactly. They're going to have 4
Yeah, they
ultimates
might change
to
up.
use. Boaster's also 1 away from his, so it could be a full bingo for them with the ultimates, as we're saying. Buy is going to be not the best, but so many things that they can do. We saw it in the past. What we also see is a judge in the hands of Monyet, and with how fast he's been entering
Ooh.
onto every single one of the sides.
I was going to say they're saving enough for the op, but
This is giving Jink with
not
the
anymore.
raise and the, oh god.
Oh, wait, no. Has he
Disgusting.
gone for the
they got a lot of
stinger
ults.
instead?
It's
No.
one of those. It's one of those. It's like it's very easy to win this round if you get a couple of kills, and then obviously you put the ults into it. But
Make it
you
hurt.
have to try and get a fair amount out of
Make
it.
this hurt. RRQ, you had a rough map one. Show us who you are. Show us why you had that first place in APAC. Show us
Okay,
why
RRQ
people
keeping up with
were
something similar in
eyeing up
terms of the
Jemkin
pace from the
like he was
last
a
round as
second
well,
coming
and
of
still an
Christ.
AD for with a
This
lot
guy
of
was
pressure.
everything to them, and I like this change. Again, this
Heavy
early
gamble from
expectation,
Fnatic,
right?
but you won't see
They've
this in the
set
buy
this
rounds.
idea. There's gonna be pressure. There's
Fake
gonna be
over
a lot of
towards
plans
A. 1,
behind
2,
it.
3,
And
4,
Fnatic have
5,
reacted as
keeping them
they feel
here.
as though they should. They
Smoke,
find
double
ways to
damage.
this.
Dude,
And
this
all the
fake is
meanwhile,
incredible.
middle. They're
Nice
already
shot
in
as
the
well,
door.
and then they can run back and they
RRQ
still got
getting
the
that
lurk over
plant down.
towards short.
Fnatic are being out-called on this.
Spike planted.
It's a good
Spike's gonna
plant.
go
Boaster down the vision block.
A lot of noise
Should
from
be
Monyet.
impossible for RRQ to lose this. They'd have to heavily
Nothing's going to
overstep
be
multiple
spotted,
times.
And all the positions from RRQ. Cushy already taking control of that garage, clearing it out with the drone. The paranoia. Oh, not going to hit.
Nice shot.
Crashes is going to hit.
Maybe
him.
that's one.
Yeah, okay.
He went a little bit early. They're not
Don't
even
make-
over towards site
Don't
yet.
make Boaster jealous.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But
Forgot
there's
he's
still a
taken.
post plant, right? There's still a post plant here that is going to be hard to break because the time. You can hear it. The clock's already.
It's not even the time. It's
So
just
gonna
the
be down
no
for a
vision
while.
block would just
And
wreck him.
Monyet will happily invest the ult if it means the round's secured.
Like as soon as they
And
tap
he's
to
just gonna
spike,
go
it's done.
nuclear. Look at him farming them up, dropping the bodies until Crashy's denied. But this is round 1. Again, I love what we are seeing. RRQ playing with the conditioning. They know that Monyet's been in their head. They know that
Okay,
they have to try and
5
deal with
ults
him,
for
and
Fnatic.
they punish this here.
Yeah, especially with a lower buy, a force kind of, to getting a couple of rifles in, having this response, as you're saying, putting in Monyet, making all that noise, using all of that utility, but especially in this later moments, we see Monyet getting the kills, yes, but you wouldn't be anything without the Cushy using the recon, without Crazy Guy. Like, there's so many things going on to why this was such a good round.
Okay, this
for
will, this will
RRQ.
be highly criminal of Fnatic to lose. More of a question of how many ults can they put into it.
We saw that the round on
The one thing to probably look out for is... Uh-oh. Okay. The one thing to look out for is Jemkin getting a kill. If he gets a kill, he gets his ult.
Yeah, they're going for it. And it's all a ruse. They're going to leave Xfero out here, that's fine. Backline player, and all in the meantime, they're building towards C. It's a win out for both though. Punishing Xfero, but the C site now open. You're looking at the likes of Chronicle over on this side. He does have support from Kayak. They've got plenty of ults to play with if they feel like they need this still. A lot to be utilized. Into the post-bomb, we look at the utility. Monyet still got plenty. Jemkin still with a bit.
Okay, ISO ult for the retake. No shield on this though. And Monyet is in a great spot. What's his timing?
Patience pays with one. He gets the info on the others.
Unlucky.
They now
Should
need
have
to
got more
ready
there.
themselves for what's coming. Spots out the player and gets the kill. Jemkin's done well. Layers to this though. Kushi's still going to be in position for this. They can't make the most of this ult coming out from Kayak. They've been denied this. Kushi's in trouble though. Overwhelmed by Kron. And now down to 2. Jemkin and Crazy Guy. Can you hold on to this up against the 3 of Fnatic? Defuse started. Denied the first player peeking, but the defuse is coming in.
It's nicely done from Chronicle.
Take him away from it.
They
Fnatic finally
I mean, they played down long against, you know that round where I gave them the tick for playing against the Omen? And playing down towards long? I mean, the Omen was alive, so...
The Booster don't have a weapon because he got a kill with the Classic. I don't know if he ran out of bullets.
It wouldn't be the first time he's forgotten to get a weapon. Or armor, or anything.
Smoke miss. It was a defense smoke, no? Oh god, it's their smoke and he missed it? Oh, that's criminal. Oh boy, that's
But it did come down to a 1v1 with 3 ults.
Dude, I looked at it and I thought it was
If you're looking at it just kind of bigger
the defense
I
one.
wouldn't say it's even bad for RRQ.
Ah, that's so guarding, man.
Get a kill, go back on the board if Fnatic wants to bring this back.
And they are avoiding that A side of the map. They don't fancy it this time.
Crazy Guy? Yeah, he's off the tail and he definitely looks a little bit rough on some of the flex agents.
Speaking of patience,
I think his KO stuff on Ascent was missing a little bit as well. I think it was him playing KO.
I like this though. A change of pace, a gear shift from RRQ. They do have this ult to bank on. Util being cleared. Chronicle just trying to drift in behind that though. They've got to be quick on their toes if they want to try and punish it, and he doesn't. Doesn't swing the window by any means. Backside now controlled.
Okay, full retake. We still got the pressure.
I'm surprised that Alpha did not
no, I mean Alpha's still got his ult for the retake on this one, so they got double bit of info if they need to try and make sure that they're actually going to hit someone with it. They got full info in terms of where they're coming from as well. No one over towards middle, no one going behind.
Yeah,
a lot of this is down to Boaster staying alive, in my opinion. Again, they go for that heavy after plant.
And there's the catch. Jemkin taken. In the meantime, the Paranoia then pushed in. You can see Monyet picking up the space. And the
damn, Jemkin wins it.
Against the odds. Monyet cleared backside, but then Jemkin
and then gets 2 more.
Punch. That's the player we've
oh
been
god,
waiting
they're
to see.
wrecking him.
That is
Let's start looking at the money.
It
is absolutely in the bin here.
For RRQ, looking like a renovated and different team on this Haven.
They look revitalized, Bayer. This looks like confidence. This looks like the team we wanted. They are taking Fnatic to a map 3 if it keeps on at this pace.
They needed to believe in themselves. They
Spot
needed
on.
to believe they deserved that top seed. That they could do such things against a team like Fnatic. This composition from them has been stolen and tried out by many teams.
Yeah,
One of them
that's a
so they know
it's a
exactly
straight
where
up
the weaknesses are.
hands in the air, my bad from
And again, in my mind,
from Alpha
that
here.
makes the problem for Alpha worse.
16 and 2.
Yes, he's absolutely nailing this. And this is now compounding issues for Alpha. The confidence won't be there. The ult didn't go well. It almost felt like he was hesitant to invest it. But a
he's
mid-walk
good.
is
But
their
this
reaction.
is him back on the Yoru. This is what I think a lot of teams, maybe they were farming like pretty heavy with the Yoru. I think a lot of teams have moved away from Yoru because of the Teo's gone. Which I think is kind of crazy. So I still think the Yoru is very good. The Teo just meant that you had more options.
Too many rounds on the side of RRQ. Taking their time, and Alpha is trying to go for a time in here. Crazy Guy going to be the end of this round for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep, this
And you had the person
exactly
holding over towards
what
Garage.
RRQ
This
was
is
dreaming
nice.
of. Played in well with the curiosity of the Fnatic players, and also probably just Alpha wanting to feel like he can get into this game. 3-9 is a quiet game from him.
I think he must have felt a little bit, you know, unlucky when he got on the ult, and it was like, oh, is the guy that is 13 and 2? Oh.
Anyone else?
It's a good gamble stack from Fnatic.
think he needed that for confidence.
Problem is just numbers.
And RRQ just walking
30 seconds left.
onto A.
Yeah, this is just beautiful to witness.
Just passing by.
Really solid. I normally would get a bit nervous around this time just because it does get a bit late here. There's always a chance it could go wrong. As the way they're playing, I don't have that much fear. And that's why RRQ
Hey, dude,
continue their
8-2.
path here. 8-2, Fnatic floundering under the pressure of this. Really upset potential in the making.
Yeah, absolutely. RRQ knew what they were doing, choosing this map. They knew the Fnatic played it yesterday. They saw no surprises in the picks. They said, ooh, we know this song. We know where we can fight you, and we know what to stop it. We know where we've struggled against.
Good job, guys.
And just like we saw on map number 1, Fnatic are now requesting their second timeout.
Ooh,
of course,
double
in map
timeout
1,
into a
it was
half.
RRQ using both of them in that first half.
Is it time to hang up the ISO comp? The thing is, they
attack,
didn't
we
play
need to get
too
something else
bad
on the board.
yesterday.
We're speaking about, what was it, the
They-
one after
It's interesting because they messed up
Pistol and
they
Eco,
messed up
right?
attack.
And then we had, no, it was after,
And
because they won the
this
bonus,
one, they're
it's going
kind
back
of.
point.
I want to say they're messing up in
But there's
defense,
been
but I also think RRQ actually playing
rounds
like
with a lot of
pretty
utility
good.
invested, a lot of
Three
ultimates, very expensive ones.
Yes.
And
They
never
look very
in
comfy
comfort.
on this.
We're speaking about a Fnatic that was going from flawless to flawless in Lotus, and that right now RRQ are defining this haven. This double duelist, Jemkin, is back online, and just following him is Monier. Oh, I want a big cheese too. I don't know what a big cheese is. Should I say that?
I don't know either. I wasn't going to
I
bring
love
attention
cheese.
to it. I was just going to say that, honestly, and I'm not even trying to, ham it up to the crowd, because I'm not going to yell it, so maybe they won't even really notice, but the Toronto crowd's kind of been sick.
Yes.
They've actually kind of been, they just cheer for good Valorant, which is rare. I like that. Big fan.
They remind me a lot of the Japan one.
Ooh,
It
good
was
shout.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, glazing over. Time to focus. Fnatic, let's see if you can recover anything these last couple of rounds, right? And again, though, in this moment for RRQ, they can flip the script themselves, right? They can come back into this call, yeah, nice timeout, guys. Anyway, we're going to just change things up. Good luck. Now,
Yeah,
it's
nice timing on this one.
going
Big flash to
see.
push through.
Chronicle is deep within enemy territory, and he is dead.
Jemkin.
Bye-bye. Moniet back to the side. He did actually get Jemkin down, which is wild. Hold on. Ooh. I thought that was on the money. It wasn't for the second time. But the plant's going to be coming in now. Garage pressure break from
Ooh,
Alpha
nice kill
coming
on
in
this.
soon. But Moniet's doing wonders. Didn't
Yeah,
even
swinging
catch that
before
one.
a drone as well.
But for now, you look at what they've got in the post plant. Still got that paranoia. Still got a lot to play with here.
Interesting, man.
And
RRQ
Alpha's got
after
to be an
plants over
instigator.
towards
We've
C.
gotta
Like
see the
Fnatic
man
have done a
there
very
on the
good
kid
job of like
himself.
pinching and clearing over towards
He needs
Garage.
to make an appearance.
They just don't care.
And it looks like
They just play
RRQ trying
heavy
to bolster the
sight
numbers
down
on the
towards
side.
long
Here
if they
he
kill the
goes.
Omen.
Alpha strides in, kicks down the door, couldn't get the second. Crazy Guy denies now, Boaster fills the space. Pressure from CT. Looking to try and close the net together though. It's not working out.
It's sick round from Moniet.
Sick
Sick round from Moniet. He won like 2 individual 1v1s.
Defying expectations now, keeping Fnatic on only 2 rounds.
I absolutely love that out of the 2 timeouts that we've seen this half, we see such curated rounds for the side of RRQ. Again, just being very, very fast on the execute. On the other side, we see an Alpha that is not hitting the shots. It doesn't matter that he has a shield to go with. We see an RRQ that is hitting.
Yeah, I mean, it's been nice from RRQ in general, right? We pretty much had the first start of the game plan heavy over towards A with the A defaults.
But I do start considering
And
map
then
3.
now we're kind of pivoted over towards abusing C.
Right, we have to talk about the mental effect this could have.
Yeah, and it's a
on
classic.
Fnatic.
You get the
Even after
Sova ult, you
throw
insta
in
drone
what
just in case someone
happened
faces
in
over
game 1,
towards
they
here, and then
played
you got to dodge the Sova
back to what
ult as
was
the Neon's
working.
jumping on you.
Moniet on a
Recon
run.
cross map Neon,
To keep the tempo
fake over
high
towards
here.
A, and then
Sets
hit back over
an
towards C. Like we
expectation,
said,
and
a
they
lot of C
bite
hits
on
after
the
that
bait. 4
second timeout
players.
from Fnatic.
They're quick to react.
Looks
though.
like they have a pretty
They've
good timing on
decided,
this one as well.
behind that, we've cleared it.
Chronicle's got
I like this
a
late pressure
choice to
from
make. Does he
Sura as
fight
well.
side
That could
alone?
potentially catch him. No. Moniet wins that fight. Boaster goes
Yes,
down.
he does.
On
2
towards
people
C,
here.
they
Can
wanna
they
try and
fast
take
flood
the
in?
fight.
Oh, it's not too
And
bad, man.
Duncan's winning it. RRQ
Damn, bro. They
demolishing
are
Fnatic.
wrecking him.
Kron's trying to hold some space here. Plant's not in, but it doesn't seem to matter as it's only Crashy's alive in a 1v4.
Jemkin finishes. Oh, nice shot.
this is
Jemkin finishes the
outstanding
half
from
on
RRQ.
18-4.
We were speaking about how good Fnatic was looking after a 9-3 on Lotus, but a 10-2 with Fnatic looking so lost for answers. Let's see if they can change things up on the second half.
RRQ 2 raid bosses. The game plan here was really good from RRQ though as well.
Esports is
You
a
definitely got to give their
$2
actual
billion
like
industry now, but it
ideas,
all started in
props as
dingy
well.
basements and cramped living rooms.
It looked hard to
From how
play
the
against,
pros
especially
train
with
to how
the
the money
initial A
flows,
working
this
so well that when they
G2
started
and
faking
Mastercard
A, the
series breaks
overrotate
it
was
all
coming in
down.
from
12
Fnatic heavy.
episodes, packed with
They could pretty much
insight
just
and
walk over
lessons for
towards C.
anyone looking to understand the world
And they
of
got a Neon as
competitive
well, so they
gaming.
can really capitalize
Ready
off
to
of
learn
that
the game
timing.
behind the
And the
game?
Yoru as well,
Stay
same
tuned
thing.
for what's next.
You won't want to miss it.
Would you say RRQ's Ascent is better than Fnatic? We haven't seen it, whatever they're playing for this one, so I don't really know. Fnatic hasn't historically been the best at Ascent. But I also felt like RRQ didn't look great on Ascent, but it's also different when you're playing against a deadlock. Like if Fnatic run more of a normal comp and it's something that they're more used to playing against, then they'll look a lot better. Odds on the deadlock? I don't think you'll see it from Fnatic. I think it will be more of a safe comp. There's something I've learned, it's that we're not taking too many risks this event. RRQ, no, they play traditional comp. Like old school. KO server. Sorry, KO server.
The beauty
What duelist does
of
RRQ
the
run on
lower
Ascent, chat?
bracket resides in the fact of its fatality. At 10-2, Fnatic will be feeling this now. The likelihood of a map 3 becomes real. And
No
then the chance
FPS
of
with the Prime. Thank you with the 2 months,
comes
dude.
down
Thank you,
to
thank you.
one map. And it all compounds, Bayer. It all becomes a little
What
too
did
real,
RRQ
and those
ban?
echoes of Shanghai
Icebox, right? I'm pretty
get
sure.
closer and closer. We get ourselves
think
ready
that's
for the
right.
second half, but this
Otherwise, I
is starting
imagine
to feel like the tempo
they might
is
have been tempted to
shifting.
pick it.
Yeah, and as we can see by the
in terms of
Coinbase Econ report, Jemkin is on
They
one.
banned Split?
We were
Oh,
saying
really?
that about Chronicle
And then
on
what,
the
second
previous
banned
map,
Icebox?
But Fnatic are finding today their worst fear. The form that RRQ proved to have in Pacific. They're showing it today. They're showing it in this second map. They are not defeated after that first Lotus. And a map that has always been so good for Fnatic is about to take them onto somewhere they might not be as comfortable.
Let that
We
nice
don't
box
know
again.
yet. That is into the dark, but it's not over. 2 rounds.
Do you think is winning this event?
Lot, though. It takes one mistake, one
Paper
solo
X,
round,
Sentinels,
one
or Gen G,
all
from what I've seen.
ultimates online,
And with the
or-
pistols have been going, Lauren.
Yeah, or one Jemkin round, one Monyet round. Look at the score. Look at the
Or
state
G2?
of those two.
I don't think they're
Absolute
split or let them down,
We
man.
go into the second half now.
And
it
they
is gonna
permaban
be
Sunset, right? So their split's always going to be
Sweaty
there.
bombs for Fnatic here. They need a pistol, and that's not how you start it.
Yeah, Alpha cannot seem to connect on this Haven. And him going first with that Sheriff. Not finding him out. He's about to buy as well.
Well, the start of
Four
the end
person here for
potentially.
RRQ.
As we wait, look at the presence.
Omen
on
Flash
this
is
side.
looking like it's
4
going to hit the
players
Yoru.
for RRQ all here.
Yeah.
With that
Wait, you
smoke
heard
going
that though,
in, they
right?
feel confident in the hole. They know where they are. The
Okay,
paranoia
fake
of the
TP
divide.
anyway. Omen
The
Flash
divide
hits
is the
3.
approach, but actually Chronicle 6
And-
Hello?
I was like, what the hell's going on here? Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. How on earth has Fnatic come out on top of that? 3 get Omen Flashed over towards short. And then Chronicle has owned everyone.
Right.
Sorry, over
left,
towards long.
center,
And
just
Chronicle
about
has
every
owned everyone
position,
from
all
short.
complementary. How do you try and divide that? You don't. Chronicle had a round when they really had no right to.
Yeah,
The
Chronicle
stun must have been
brilliant on that first
crazy.
map.
Let's watch it back.
And a round that, of course, Fnatic needed. If they want to even make this competitive, of course, it had to start in the pistol. Lauren, they've got
Oh, the
pistols
team
before.
stun because he
We know
was
what happens on that
flashed.
second one.
God, this fell
That
apart so
overconfidence.
heavy.
Even though this burner wasn't checked, and it meant the death for Kayak, it's
The
a round
replay
that
guy
was
did
in Fnatic's
Monyet
favor, and that is something
a
that they
huge
haven't
favour
done
here.
in a
I'm not
while.
gonna lie, because I think it looked horrendous.
So that they can keep their head in the game.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
He needs a bit of it, old boaster, given the
Revealing area.
battle cry here, but what a
That
shot
is
from Kayak.
You
fast.
cannot
There has to
doubt
be a
in second
pre-fire.
round if there
There's
is
no
even
way
one
anyone's
rifle,
that
it has to
fast.
go to Kayak.
Yeah, this guy is monstrous in his work. And Crashy's concise as ever. Plays it well. No loose threads being found here.
I like that. You use the second round, you've got in that opener, you
Picking
go
up
and farm
orbs,
some
yeah, who would've
orbs,
thought?
Thinking about the length that this half could have.
Oh god,
Oh
what are we doing? What are we doing? Stop faffing about. What are we doing? Okay, thank
Nice
you,
shots.
Alpha. Thank you for
They're just going to get their
remembering who you
ults
are.
early. And they're
Bloody
min-maxing.
hell.
Oh boy, they
I
learn.
didn't love seeing that, Bayer.
They
That
learn.
made me get nervous.
Chronicle just going to be
Yeah, just giving it to Alpha now.
behind, sorry. And now Alpha is going to be the one farming his ultimate.
Very nice.
Spike.
This is what we flamed them for
Anytime.
against Gen G.
And Crazy Guys just
They didn't get their ult
wandering
until
around.
8
Classic
rounds in on
the other
attack.
side of the map.
Yeah, so plant in play. Alpha going to get a lot of farm for that. And again, you're looking at him getting close to that ult. Going to need to see him do probably better than the first half. Which, again, you've got to feel like there will be a lot in the tank for him if he can just get himself activated here. And he needs a farming round, right? Get the confidence building. And normally we wouldn't have that discussion, but a couple of bad maps can certainly make those issues occur.
Hey,
Now,
very nice.
overall,
Very,
bigger
very nice.
picture, Fnatic would be happy with that.
I don't know if there was a rifle there that can't get, but celebrating is also important. Now, on the previous
Min-maxing, I mean?
half,
Yeah.
we saw
It's just another way of saying
RRQ
optimizing, but there's like loads of different ways of doing it. So min-maxing in this round, and the way that I was using it there is the fact they're getting the most out of the round, right? They're making sure they get the AWP here, they're making sure they get the AWP here, and they're kind of just snowballing. And another way of doing it would be...
Sure.
Dude,
What's
what's the best bit of util? Like, let's say for the stun over towards here, you could have a stun for your default here, right? And you're trying to min-max the maximum area that you get from your stun.
Again,
right, it's basically just optimizing, but it's used in different contexts depending on what you're talking about.
Kind of, not silly investments, I guess.
It's like having a Viper molly that would, instead of just covering here, would cover like the whole of the area.
Yes, Fnatic. Always solid in this. They'll always give you a fight back. You know, there is caliber to this team for a reason.
Over towards... I like this from Fnatic. We start looking at this comp. They don't have anything in theory to stop the original plant over towards site, so they just go straight over towards B. Vision block on this. Double damage goes in. Spams are here. It's going to be a spam fest on this one. Shot goes in. And might be able to get this half, though. Half on it. Oh, he's just going for it. Oh, he's just going for it. No way. How's he managed to get that? 40 HP. And he's just straight up gone for it. Tanked the double damage at the beginning. Shocked that was a little bit late. Smoked it, stuck it the whole time. Everyone from RRQ fighting in front, so they didn't have like full freedom to spam it, but my goodness. And then I think Monyet shot the recon as well before it scanned him.
Wait.
Yeah, shout out to Monyet. That's a huge kill of a recon.
But it's so selfless, as said, just diving in front of him, willing to die for the cause.
Yeah, and he died. He did everything. He ran in front of him, so they thought they killed the diffuser, and he shot the recon.
Devastating, but a costly round, of course.
Hello.
Oh. Takes.
Yeah, Trip's still up though.
To get out of what could have been danger there for himself.
He will never wait again, I'll tell you that. Look at the position also for Monyet. Speaking about how Fnatic wanted to fight that A side, it's just him with all this space. He's going to find a lot of friends very soon.
How much does he get? He was the danger on the first half, and now he's got a lot of players, and he can't get past the first hurdle. Kayak with a good clear. Keeping Fnatic on the wall.
Good reaction though from RRQ. Lose over towards A. You've fast rotate over towards her, you push down the middle, but I tell you what, Fnatic pretty much perfected that as a reaction anyway, so it's hard to do it against them. It's nicely done from Chronicle.
Crazy guy and Kron. Good tag as well towards Xfero.
Having the position in both of the players, think about how Crazy
Which
Guy
is
and Xfero, most of the people from RRQ
I know you're baiting me out, but I'm
round.
gonna read it out loud.
Okay. The economy wasn't the best.
Which
so
is the
kills
worst
here is
region
also
now,
very
China or
important for
EMEA?
Fnatic.
It is still China, just purely because they're behind in the time.
Yeah.
Consistently, again, they just do better. But I will say the reason that it's so close to this event is because China pretty much had 14 to 16 days extra than the EMEA teams. But China is catching up pretty fast. And I do think that EMEA is dropping behind pretty fast as well.
To have Chronicle getting those 2 kills on mid. But he saw them. I think it was Jenkin pushing with the... Was it an overraid or was it a Vandal?
Idiot. Not too sure.
Let's see. Oh, never mind. Or not. He's going to see it. Yeah,
unlucky. Prius on the replay is crazy. Now, we've got classics, right? So it's just weather the storm here. It's that slow build back.
Okay,
right?
full
Again,
eco for
normally I'd say
RRQ.
You wouldn't get many rounds against Fnatic like they did in the third, so you're going to have to do it the hard way now. Fnatic start just rebuilding, and it's a lot off the back of, I've got to say as well, Chronicle. He's doing very well. Crashies too, having very good performances here. It's not your big dogs really though. Kayak and Alpha haven't been, you know, 1v5ing rounds like we've seen before. It's been somewhat average from them, which is surprising when their average is normally excellent. But Kayak, he heard it. He fancies getting back into this. Plays crazy guy.
Wait, did he even see him? I'm pretty sure that's just a straight up wolf spam. It's just eco though, so it's so fun. Important thing to note at the moment, Jemkin is saving for that op. Is it a good comp to op against? It's okay, because obviously you only have like a few bits of util to push you off of the angle. The problem is, if Alpha is like freely using his ISO shield, then you can get wrecked. So he can't like heavy commit too much. He needs to make sure there's TP's up.
Trying to find
And
something,
maybe
but
be
probably
smart
just waiting
with how he uses
to
it.
die to the spike. Those ultimates already building up. Kushi also, one of the players that we were highlighting. I really want to see his
Kayak here, considering his money, yeah, it's so fun for him to hunt here. Even a death is worth for Kayak.
I don't want him just as a support player. I think that he has so much more to give to this RRQ roster.
Very much with you.
No, it's a cute shot.
And Jar looks very suspect. Kayak, though.
I thought he got a second.
Almost looked like he had it. I think you give him an extra bit of time, he might have been good for it.
It's all good in the end, though.
Okay, Kayak, Alpha, ult's online. Jemkin gonna get his ult on this one. Does Fnatic keep this simple? I'll tell you what, this is like right here. I know that Jemkin wants to get the op out, but I can't imagine a worse round for him to op, to be honest. Your ult, ISO ult.
I mean, if RRQ is to win,
Gonna be rough.
next round, it's time to call a timeout first. Yep. Because it would be a 5-1 in the half for the side of Fnatic.
Here we go, op.
Jemkin on
Where
that
does he go?
operator.
Over towards top B. Does Fnatic just do a set strat?
What's the look from Fnatic to begin with? It looks like an early fight towards A.
Yeah, they don't even give him a chance to get a kill on this one. It's going to look like, and they might have to retake, because I'm looking at C right now. Not a great gun to retake with. They do have Kushi's ult though, if they can get here and kind of create a bit of chaos.
Good choices. These are all the right choices thus far, right?
Might just be one of those, have to save the op. Let's see if they can get any kills before they get over towards site.
This is very, very good thus far.
Same at Sex, Pharaoh Chronicle has to be in the back. Probably find him money fairly soon.
This retake means so much to RRQ. A tag could be lethal now.
Okay.
And into the site. Paranoia going to find Boaster. Going to get himself out of dodge, but that's 3 players now pushing back in, and Kayak misses his opportunity.
Oh, it's going to get weird.
And now Hunter's Fury layered on top.
Great server ult. That defuse is coming in again. That defuse is coming in again. Guys? Guys? There's no smoke. There's no vision block. They're all just dodging the Sova ult.
How the hell have RRQ
It's not like there's vision block here. They just straight up go in for it. There was no. They used wall to retake. There's actually no vision block. That's kind of criminal. Everyone's dodging the Sova ult. The Sova ult was really good. Did they mess up in terms of Fnatic? For sure. We gotta fight on site a bit heavier here. It felt like they were being a little bit too greedy with the ults, maybe. Like it looked like they wanted to save the ISO ult for the next round. You gotta give full props to Kushi there. This ult was crazy impactful. 6 chances. White Rose with the prime. Thank you for the 2 months, dude. Thank you for that.
Lovely stuff. They still need to land that final round. Now Fnatic still have finances, because most of the time they've lost the round
and the little win on
when
top of that is
there's
Alpha
3
kind of
on the
panic
line.
used his ult at the
For
end.
now, they can still get this purchase. They still have Crashy's ult. But they need to stick the landing.
So good for RRQ to save the distances in the previous round, something that they also are doing in this one. Of course, Monier is the exception.
Ooh, nice shot, bro.
You absolute beauty. Now they start firing back. Insult to injury, salt to the wound. Alpha trying to play up some space here, take something away. Crashies does well, Jemkin goes down, trying to secure this plant, trying to play for a bit of safety, but they're surrounded. Kayak doesn't try and find it out, but Xpera going to find him. Trades out effectively. Alpha, 1v3.
RRQ wrecked them. Okay, so Fnatic wreck RRQ on Lotus, and then RRQ wreck Fnatic on Haven. And we got Ascent coming up. And RRQ play normal comp, and we don't really know what Fnatic plays yet. Dude, Jemkin went crazy, yeah.